Welcome on in to Big Play, Big Bets. I am your host, Big Play Dave, and I am here with producer Ryan and on assignment, Nick Padone out at the Super Bowl in Vegas on some questionable Wi-Fi. Nick, what is going on?
What's going on, guys? On no Wi-Fi. We're trusting the process with the Verizon 5G. Not a sponsor yet, Verizon, but if it pulls through on this show, we might have to get them on the horn, Dave.
Nick, what do you got in the background there? It looks like a diagonal window or something.
It is, yeah. I'm in the media hotel that's wrapped like a Dorito. It's slanted.
All
So my
right.
window is slanted. Yep.
There you go. Most famous person you've seen out there?
Oh,
Putting you on the spot.
probably Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I feel like that's a pretty famous
Yeah.
individual that was at Radio Row yesterday. Radio Row's cool, man. There was everybody there, hustle and bustle.
That's cool. We might have to do that next year.
I know, for sure. I was thinking about it.
Love it. All right, it is time to get some bets in because it is time for the Super Bowl. Get that Tipico app up and running because we have a ton of bets to put in. And we're going to kick things off with one of my favorite bets out there for any NFL game. It is first touchdown. And
Yeah,
Tipico
man.
has a protected bet out there where if you bet the first touchdown $10, you get a $10 bet credit live if it doesn't hit to bet during the game. Nick, first
Can't beat that.
touchdown. Who are we going with?
Ooh. Kelsey is going to be the popular pick here in Cleveland.
That was last game, though. He was first touchdown last game.
I've liked Isaiah Pacheco all week long.
Really?
First touchdown. I don't know why. I like him first touchdown. I like anytime touchdown. I think the Chiefs really try to run the ball. Keep that 49ers line honest. That's a very good defensive line with Nick Bosa, Chase Young, that linebacking core with Greenlaw, Fred Warner.
Yep.
Very, very legit. So I think if Andy Reid was smart, which he is, I think he runs the ball with Pacheco to start the game. So I'm going to go Pacheco first touchdown.
So are we thinking Chiefs are going to score first? Let's back it up.
I hope. Not to spoil my pick, but man, I cannot be talked out of the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs in this game, so yeah, I hope they score first for sure.
Ryan, I'm still on the Chiefs, but I just have a weird, tiny voice in my head telling me the Niners are going to win this game.
Well, I'll be the other weird voice in your head. Don't
Welcome
overthink
to the show.
it. Don't overthink it.
Don't
Dave.
overthink it. Okay. I want to get the odds of a first touchdown score of Travis Kelce after scoring the first touchdown in a previous game. It can't be very good.
No, it can't be. I feel like any NFL player, having had scored the first touchdown the week before, it's probably an uphill battle to score in back-to-back weeks. That it probably not good.
Yeah. All right. You go Chiefs. I might go 49ers for first touchdown.
Okay.
And go George Kittle.
Okay. I like it.
He's pumped to be back. He's going to be looking for the ball. I think the Niners score first for some reason, just a gut feeling. I'm overthinking it, but give me George Kittle.
Okay. You got Kittle. I got Pacheco. We'll see if either of us have to use that protected bet credit.
Yeah, you know what? If it doesn't hit, who cares? Because now we have $10 to bet live during the game, so that's sweet.
I'll take it.
All right, what else are we liking for the Super Bowl, Nick? Are you looking at these Tipico apps, these Swift specials, or are we sticking away and going just big play boosts?
I bet a Swift special before I left to when I was still in Cleveland, because obviously, out here in Vegas can't use Tipico.
Oh, no.
So I went rapid fire at the airport on the Tipico app, a move that I know you've made numerous times, Dave.
Yes.
And the one that I really like is Chiefs to win, Travis Kelce anytime touchdown, and Travis Kelce 50-plus receiving yards. I think if the Chiefs win this game, which I think they do it relying on Kelce. For him, 5 catches, nothing, 50 yards, nothing. and I think that was boosted to plus 180 on Tipico. So that just made a little bit more sense for me to take instead of just betting the money line. Plus 110, 5 catches for Kelsey, 50 yards, and the Chiefs to win. Plus 180. I like that one. Kind of a little bit of safer Swift special.
I like it. Nick, tell me what you think of this. So we won the Myles Garrett Defensive Player of the Year. 50 paid 550. Thank you,
Yes,
Miles.
sir.
Thank you, Tipico.
That was so nice to see yesterday.
That was. I was nervous about
beautiful.
it. I knew he was the favorite even after the season to win it, but I just had a weird feeling he wasn't going to. My weird feeling did not pay off, which is great. Myles Garrett, defensive player, and we get $500, and we are going to roll that into a Super Bowl bet. I've never bet that much money ever. $100 is the most I've ever done. So I'm a little nervous. Tell me what you think of this. Chiefs money line, Kelsey touchdown, McCaffrey touchdown, Mahomes 250 yards.
Yeah, I mean, if the Chiefs are going to win the game, that's how it's going to go. You know,
500 Nick pays $3,155.
Yeah, it's as good as any. I like it.
All right. Let's just get crazy here for 1 second. What if we changed the Kelsey touchdown to a first time?
Yeah, but then you'll be mad because you'll be out $500 after.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at it real quick. I just want to see what the odds would be. All right. So we're changing it from anytime to first. Just to see. 500 pays 12,200.
That's crazy. Pizza Fridays for the whole rest of the year.
I don't think I could do it. I think I'm going to stick with the anytime. 3,000 would be a great payoff.
Yeah, not bad. Now, honestly, that would probably get us Pizza Fridays for the rest of the year.
I think it might. All right, Pizza Friday bet. Ryan, talk me off the cliff. What do you think?
I like the legs a lot, actually. I think they're all really capable of happening. The only thing that is a little hesitant, I mean, anytime you put a touchdown score, you got to be hesitant, but also the passing yards, because you go back to last year's Super Bowl, he was still MVP, Patrick Mahomes, and I believe he threw for under 200 yards.
Yeah.
And that's a sneaky one that can kind of
seem like one of the more obvious
legs, but sometimes those are the ones that come to kick you in the butt.
Yep. I like the under in every Super Bowl. But if we're getting a Travis Kelce touchdown, I feel like the Chiefs are rolling.
Yep.
And he's going to throw for that. I don't know.
Yep, I agree.
Oh, Ryan made me nervous. All right, we're going to keep thinking this over.
Okay.
And we will lock it in the morning of the game.
I love it.
All right, Nick, what else are we liking?
All right, I mean, let's talk about the actual game. You know, Chiefs currently +2 against the 49ers.
And that line is changed. It's stuck right there for the last week.
Yeah, which is weird because like I feel like everybody that I've talked to out here, I mean there is definitely probably more 49er fans just because it's closer.
Yeah.
But anybody that's not a 49er fan, like Chiefs, betting on the Chiefs is the talk down here. I like everybody is betting on the Chiefs down here.
Right, which is weird that it hasn't moved.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and then that's like how you said you have that little voice in your head telling you the Niners. Like that's been mine too. Like is the Niners the obvious bet, you know, instead of the Chiefs? But I cannot bet against Patrick Mahomes as an underdog plus money in the Super Bowl after this season where we really thought, you know, come week 7, week 8, that they were dead in the water. You know, they couldn't find a receiver to save their souls. And here they are in the Super Bowl. We thought this was a down year. So I just can't justify betting against them. And I'm not going to do it. And all the parlays and, you know, props that I throw together, Chiefs money line is the one thing that'll be steadfast, I think.
All right, very interesting. Ryan, if you had to create a parlay, what are you putting?
Dave, I said this on Matt Fontana's show earlier. I think the bet that I'm going to roll in there, you know, to try and make some cash here, plus 440 with our friends at Tipico, a Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. Pair that with a George Kittle anytime touchdown. That gets you plus 440 odds there, and I really like that. I don't believe George Kittle scored the last Super Bowl. I think he's pretty overdue. And then obviously Travis Kelce has been playing his mind off in these playoffs. So
yeah. I like
that there. Yeah.
Okay.
Both tight ends.
Wow.
With Taylor Swift there. I mean, tight ends are the talk of town.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, big play boost wise, what should we build? Do we want to roll with a Travis Kelce? I mean, I feel like your bet is pretty good.
My Swift bet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, we could do the Swift bet, 5 catch, but we could add a touchdown. So we could go Chiefs money line, Travis 5 catches, Travis 50 yards, Travis touchdown. That probably won't bump it up that much, but it at least gets it up from plus 180 into the, plus 200s. Show some support for Kelce.
Okay. We got a little time.
I did see Jason Kelce out here too.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, walking around in his
is he in his Heights varsity
outfit? He had the flip-flops on.
All right, let's go back to Ryan's point about the yardage passing. Player to pass for 200 yards. Brock Purdy minus 450. Patrick Mahomes minus 676. 250. Yeah. Mahomes is 145. Purdy's 115. You think there's any chance Purdy throws for 250?
Not really. I think in the world that he does is if the Niners are playing from behind and he's forced to throw a lot. But I really think the Niners and Shanahan are going to go into this Super Bowl with the ideology of, hey, let's not have Brock Purdy screw this up for us. I mean, I do think he's a good quarterback, capable quarterback. With that said, he was drafted where he was drafted for a reason. Still a very, very, very young player. This Chiefs defense, probably the best that the 49ers have played since they played the Browns defense earlier this season. We remember Purdy did not look that great in that game. So I think they really try to run the ball, use McCaffrey, use Deebo Samuel in the check down game, and Kittle too, and just kind of play conservative. So I don't see Purdy throwing for a lot of yards if things are going well for the 49ers. I think if they fall back a ton quick, then maybe we have a thing. You know what other Swift special that I really like, just in terms of, I think this is going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a good game. We are so overdue for a Super Bowl to go to overtime. I haven't bet that one yet, but I think I'm going to bet it when I get back. I think I'd like the game to go to overtime. Yeah. Even you just throw $5 on it.
That would be fun. That would be so fun. I don't think it's going to happen. When's the last Super Bowl that went to overtime?
I have no idea. Ryan would have to Google that.
I can't remember one.
It's been a long
in my lifetime.
I think there's only been like 4 or 5 that have gone to overtime, and I was reading something that the implied odds for the sportsbook odds that Tipico has up for the game to go to overtime, that's based off of the average NFL game. You know how in a normal week there's 16 games, and then the average amount of games that go to overtime. So they're not counting in the fact that there's hardly ever any overtimes in Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Like they think that they're decently confident that it could happen in this game.
Wow. So only one Super Bowl has ever gone into overtime, and that was Super Bowl 51, where Tom Brady led the 28-3 comeback over the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
That went to overtime?
It did.
Really? Wow. I was trying to rack my brain for that, and I was like, the only other one I could think of watching was Cardinals-Steelers when San Antonio Holmes got that touchdown. That was probably the craziest Super Bowl of all time. All right, Nick.
No, over 28-3.
Well, yeah, that was crazy too.
Yeah, but I like that. I do like that. I'm betting it to go to overtime. Screw it. Just throwing $5 on it.
Here is another promotion out there from Tipico, because I know we're talking all the big game. Let's just go all corporate and go the big game.
Yeah, I know.
The Cavs, Nick, have been so good.
Yeah.
And they've been so fun to bet. Fontana and Ryan have been crushing it on the boosts. So check this one out. If you bet $25 on the big game, you automatically earn a $10 basketball credit.
Damn, that's it? So you just got to bet $10 on Sunday?
You bet $25 on Sunday, and you automatically get $10 to go bet on the Cavs. And you're going to need it because once the Super Bowl ends, depression sets in, and it's gloomy in Ohio. We need something. The Cavs are going to keep us rolling through February. Get that $10. So a lot of good specials we got going on.
Yeah, absolutely. A ton. I like that a lot. I think about, the same game Cavs parlay that I could put together with that $10 and turn it into whatever my Super Bowl parlay was supposed to be. So I'm already envisioning how I'm going to spend my $10 basketball credit over here.
Heck yeah, there we go. Yep, go download the Tipico app. Bet $25. You're going to get $100 from the Big Play crew. And then we got all these other big game specials ready to rock and roll for you. We got a lot of bets still to put in, especially a live bet once our first touchdown doesn't hit. So
I got to ask you, too, because I'm debating this.
What do you got?
If I'm going to throw some money on the Cribs boost for the Super Bowl.
What do we got? What Josh put out there?
I'm not. Josh, no offense.
Oh, is this the touchdown one?
It's like plus 5,600.
Josh, you're going to get into the Hall of Fame. I love you. You're my favorite player all time ever. I would not bet on this ever. I'm not even putting $1 on this.
What are the legs for that? Isn't it like 4 or 5 touchdowns?
Yeah, it is a lot. I'll pull it up right now for you, but it's plus 5,600. But if you're feeling the shootout, I mean, it's not the worst bet to go ahead and throw a couple bucks on.
Yep. It was a lot of touchdowns, though.
Already, it's right here.
The
Cribs boost plus 5,500. Travis Kelce, Isaiah Pacheco, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, each to score a touchdown, including Mahomes' 3+ pass touchdowns and the Chiefs win.
Oh, Jesus. 3 touchdowns?
No way.
I don't hate the selections for the 4 touchdowns, but throwing for 3s, that's tough in a Super Bowl. We love you, Josh.
Josh is going to be so unbearable if that hits.
I'm going to put just $5 on it just so if it does hit, we're in it together.
That is so funny. No way. Nick. I'm out on that.
Final thoughts before this game kicks off.
I'm excited. I really am. I think this is going to be a really good Super Bowl. I think this is like a better Super Bowl. This Super Bowl is made for betting. Like, look at all the big time players in this game that have made us money all season long. Deebo Samuel is my favorite player in the league that's not on the Browns, and his, just betting him anytime touchdown score every game all year long has made me so much money. So there's just so many star players in this. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. Download Tipico and bet along with us because we're gonna be having fun, Dave. And I know we'll be tweeting the official bet slips once I get back into Ohio and get back into that Tipico app.
Let's do it. Go download Tipico, bet along with us for the big game. We've got a ton of bets ready to roll. We'll see you guys on Sunday. See you.